Right now, this is Ticker News Insight.
Hello and welcome back to Ticker News Insight, where we are looking to focus on the best of business with very clever people joining me from all around the world. I'm your host, Mike Loder, and to our latest story. And as the founder of the GM's Perspective and Ignite Change, my next guest takes great pride in working with athletes and personalities from all walks of life. Their lives and their stories are providing readers with more than just a glimpse into their professions. It can showcase the countless positives that truly make them stand out from the crowd. Devan Teeple joins us now to discuss everything he's been up to. It's good to see you.
Thank you for having me today. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much for joining us. So before we get into your business, tell us a little bit about you and your journey into this space, if you would.
Yeah, to keep it plain and simple, I'm just a regular guy trying to make a difference and really just trying to help people reach their maximum potential. I have a beautiful wife. I have two amazing kids that are 5 and 3 years old, Hudson and Lennox, and an ex-baseball player. And I have a passion for, just leading and helping people, achieve their goals.
Fantastic. So I guess that was a little bit about the genesis of the idea behind GM's Perspective. Take us through what is the GM's Perspective for those who might not be aware yet?
Yeah, it used to be a way for me to share my opinion on baseball news, and I still do that a lot, especially on the independent baseball scene. That's where I was able to play. But more importantly, I want to share stories for people to be able to showcase them in a light that is unfamiliar to others. So, for example, athletes or personalities and, how they're using their platform for good and what they're doing off the field to uplift their communities and the people that live there. So really just sharing stories that bring to light the good that people can do.
Absolutely. I was just going to say, we hear it each and every day, so it's exciting to see someone like yourself who's making positive change. Devan, tell us a little bit about Ignite Change and how that connects to all of this.
Yeah, so it's a nonprofit that I created, and it really focuses on just playing baseball the right way, teaching the youth or young kids, what's most important about the game. Winning is obviously important, but how do you take those lessons that you learn, off the field? So when you're in school, when you're leaving school and getting your job, how do you incorporate that into the business world? But I really try to focus on those characteristics that, help young people develop into future leaders. Secondly, and something that's near and dear to me is, incorporating that mental health and wellness piece, into those conversations, because, everyone's dealing with something, or we know someone who's dealing with something as well. So why not be able to have that conversation, in a truly transparent way where you can filter that out and get other people's ideas on what you can do to help those people that may not be able to help themselves.
Absolutely. And would you say that's part of your goal and, I guess, purpose for today's discussion with me on air? You're trying to get the word out there and, take us through a bit about that.
Yeah, I'm not an expert on social media, and, I'm not an expert on how things work, but, if there's an opportunity for someone watching this or hearing some of the things that I put out there, and it, allows them to be able to reach out to someone or have that aha moment where they say, you know what, I know someone, I've seen that, I've heard that's similar to what I'm going through, then, this is a platform to be able to help someone do that.
Absolutely. Make those connections, let those walls come down and really, hopefully save a life, inspire someone. I love it. If you had one thing to say to inspire someone, Devan, what would you tell them? What would be your sort of North Star that you've sort of seen out there in the wild world?
Yeah, I think, never not work hard. I've never been the biggest, the smartest, the most athletic. But if you have that work ethic and that drive, you can ignite change, no pun intended. And if that's your motivation, your dedication, and If that's the inspirational mindset that you have, and if that moves somebody, then I did my job. So.
Good stuff from you. Devin, I want to thank you so much for joining us on the program, highlighting everything that you're up to and, of course, bringing that positive energy to the network. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
Right back at you, and be well. And thank you to all of you for tuning in. I hope you've learned something from my discussion there. I've been your host, Mike Loder, and be sure to head to tickernews.co for more. I'll, of course, look forward to seeing you again very soon. Be well.